Hello fashion lovers, welcome to another video. In today's video I'll be teaching you how to cut this boat neck dress with princess cut and Basque waistline with flare gathers down and cap sleeve. If this is what you would love to learn, kindly stay tuned and watch to the end. Alright, and if today is the first time coming across my video, thanks for coming and watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bell for more videos. Here in my channel we share tutorials and all things fashions for women and for kids, and if you are interested, then you are definitely in the right place. Click on the subscribe button and join us. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for your love and support always. I really appreciate. Thank you. All right, in this tutorial I made use of Jacon sew material. You can also use crepe or any one you want. So I make use of 2.5 yards and it comes by double length. And you need your zip, your wording for your cuff, because the princess that I padded it. You need your lining as well. I made use of dove face lining. This is to help you have that puffiness around the gathers area. So you make your lining as well, the gathers, you make the same way you are sewing the main fabric. So that's what happened there. All right, the first thing is to draft it on the paper, and to do that I created 1 inch border line at the top, then also marked my bust point, which is 10.5. then that will be, you put the tape on that 1 inch starting line that I did, just like you see me do it here. Then also mark my under bust line and half length and the length of the bodies. You know, it's not, we are not stopping, we are cutting a back line. So to do that we need to add more to our waistline. So I added like 2.5 or 3 inches to my waistline, then I ruled them across. So that's what happened here. All right, the next thing is to mark our neck width. This is just a basic neck width. We are just marking that first before we do the both neckline. So then we take our waist measurement divided by 2. Then from there I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, then slant it across, then come down by my armhole measurement. So this is the formula for armhole measurement if you don't know how to get yours. Then I'll mark the shoulder line again just to make them align with the armhole length. Okay, so I will connect it together, then form that straight line to form my chest line. All right, the next thing is to mark my nipple to nipple measurement on my bust point, then on the length of the dress. So we take it across like that. So I've done that here. Then come to my armhole, divide what I have there by 2. So in the midpoint I marked it, then go inward by 0.5 inches to make our cuff. So we come to that chest line, then divide our bust by 4, then mark it, then connect the 3 lines together as you see it here. And the next thing is to take our neck width, because the both neck, they are wide neck line but the depth is not long. So you come to that shoulder slope area just like the way I place my tape, measure the neck width. So I'm using 6 inches for that, so I'll mark that there. All right, for the neck depth I'll come down by 1.5, but I later change it to 2 inches. Is it 2 inches or 2.5? I will when I get there I will let us know how many inches I went down by. So that way we connect it together to make our cuff for the neckline. Okay, so while connecting it, you connect it to the one below, the one that at the shoulder slope area, you can see. So that's what you connect to it. That's the one I use. All right, so on the under bust line I will go inward 0.5 towards the nipple point, then to the side of my bodies I will come out by 1 inch. That's for the tightening there, because we are trying to make a princess that there. So to do that, this is what I use. So I'll connect them straight line together as you see it here. And I will do the same on the top length area. Okay, I hope we understand. So on the nipple point, like bust point, I'll bring my curve ruler as you see it here. So just make a curve connecting the under bust line to the bust point. All right, the next thing is to come up by 0.5 inches from our bust point. So I'll connect that little straight line up as you see it here, then come to my armhole line, measure it around using my tape to look for the midpoint. So after measuring it, I will look for the midpoint, then I'll mark it and connect it to my bust line using the cuff side of my ruler. Okay, so this is what we have. So on the point we cuff, so I'll go up by 0.5 and come down by 0.5, then bring the cuff ruler and connect them to the bust point just the way I did the first cuff, like this. Okay, so from the down part I will go up, I'll come out by 1 inch, then follow the lines and connect the straight line outward as you see me here. And can you see? So I mark 1 inch out, and the ones in the middle I'm cutting it away. All right, the next thing is to come to our bust point to take our bust divided by 4 measurement. So I will mark that on the chest line, and I will add 1 inch extra allowance just to cover up for the armhole to it. So I'll come to my waist line as well, divide my waist by 4. Then the 1.5 for that we took, we'll add it back to it as well. Okay, the next thing is to connect the lines together, the waist to the bust. And after doing that, the top length that we have, the measurements we added to it, just take the round measurements from around your where you get it on your body. So I've done that, and what I have there, I'll divide it by 4 as well. Mark it, then add the 1.5 that intake we took. I will add it back. So I'll connect it as you see me doing it here. And the next thing is to form that basque line that we wanted in the front of the dress. Before I do that, I came up to my neckline to connect the 6 inches to the shoulder line, but trust me, I didn't use it that way, but I just want you to know in case you see it later on, so that you will know what happened there. So I connected it together, but that was not what I later used. What I used was the initial line that I drew. So to cut our basque line, we need to fold our darts together at that part. So I will do that, tape it down. This is for us to have a good alignment at the back line. Okay, so after I've done that, the next thing is to come to the waistline and go down by ½ inch, but I later changed it to 1 inch too. Yes, so I'll connect it to the top length to form the back line. So just bring your ruler. So here I want you to know the amount I added to my waistline, which was 2.5, and I'll connect the shape I wanted. So you can either use a straight line like this, or you use the curved side of your ruler to connect the lines to the top length. So that's what happened there. Okay, the next thing is to connect the curve together to the 1 inch I came out by. So bring your curve ruler and do it the way I'm doing it here, and connect it to the bust line like this. Okay, so the place where I'm marking out are the places we are cutting. So when I'm cutting, just look it straightly, and to the neckline, that place that I came down by 1 inch for shoulder slope, that's where I later cut it to. So just watch what I'm doing and see where I'm cutting closely. All right, I didn't cut the neckline here, but after I cut it out, this is what we have. So we cut the center front on fold, and the side front we make sure it's in 2. Okay, next thing is to cut the back piece, and to cut it, I've gone ahead to create the starting line, which is the shoulder line, the bust point, and the waistline as well. Okay, so the next thing is to take the neck width as we did at the front, then the shoulder line, which is 8 inches, I'll mark that as well, then come down by 1 inch at the shoulder for the shoulder slope, and also mark our armhole depth just like we did. Then take the shoulder as well again, just to make them align. Also go ahead to confirm the line for my shoulder, for my armhole depth. So I'll mark it, then connect the lines together as we did at the front, that is to get our chest line. All right, so after we've done that, we also mark our nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4. It is 8, then divided by 2, which is 4. Then I'll connect it like I did at the front. And after connecting them, I will extend the line upward for about 1.5 inches up. Then the next thing is to take our dart. So I will go out and come in by 0.5 inches by the side, then connect it to the line I went up by, like that. Okay, the next thing is to take our neck depth, and I want it deep, so I'm going down by 5 inches or 5.5. just do whatever you want. So I went down by 5 inches. Then I will take the neck width like I did at the front. So I'll connect the shoulder slope from that 3 inches to the neckline. So don't mind me, I did this at first, but later on I make use of that 3 inches extended neckline, 3 inches width, then connect shoulder slope, then take my 6 inches width from there. So that's what I did. So if you do it this way, it's kind of giving it an excess at the neckline. So just listen to what I did and do what I did. Okay, so after doing that, I will go inward for my armhole, take the midpoint, find the midpoint, then go in by 0.5, and I'll come to my chest line, take my bust divided by 4, and connect the 3 lines together. So after connecting them together, I've gone ahead to add 1 inch zipper allowance. All right, the next thing is to take our round measurement. So the dart that we took, I will measure what I have there, then add it to my bust side, then go to my waist. So you place the tape, making sure that you are not measuring the zipper together. So you measure your waist divided by 4, add the dart of 1 inch that we took, then connect them together like this. All right, the next thing is to do to eliminate the bulge around the zipper area. So I'll go inward by 0.5, then connect it slightly to the upper part of my neckline as you see it here. All right, if you notice after my waistline I didn't add any extra allowance to it like I did in the front. This is because that's what I want there. So we came down by 0.5 at the side of our waist at the front before we formed the backs at the front. So I will do the same, come down by 0.5, then connect it to one dart leg. So if you notice when I bring the side front, you can see that it aligns. So this is what I want. So we want them to align, so we just bring it to align them, then just connect the line to the first dart leg of your dart. Okay, so that's what happened there. So you can either close your dart and cut it that way, or you open it up. Just when you cut on your fabric, you note where you cut it, then you join them together like that. And that will be all for drafting this dress. And the next thing is to cut it on our fabric, and this video does not include that. And for the cap slip that we have, I have the video up separately. You can check the link in the description box to connect to check it out. And for the sewing, if you want me to share the sewing with you, just drop it in the comment section and let me know. And that will be all for this video. And if you find this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, to comment, and to share to your friends. And thank you for watching to the end, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.